that I was trying.
Well, we live. We live, we live, we live. And I put
Yeah.
it as local. Welcome back, people. It's Thursday. Thursday, Herbal Tea Thursday. And we back up in this house,
Wait a
ready to
minute. You
mingle
said it's
with you.
Thursday. Thursday. That sounded
Thursday.
more like Thursday.
Oh,
Thursday. Bring your
I thought
herbal
of like
tea.
Norbit's Tuesday.
Thursday. What herbal
But
tea you
it's
drinking?
absolutely Thursday. Wait, let me put up this volume. It's absolutely Thursday. What you drinking on?
Spearmint tea. What you got?
Some schwater. Water, water,
Water. All right. So
water.
y'all,
Ching
cheers.
ching. Cheers.
All right, y'all.
Cheers.
So we told y'all you can get your Empowered Plates, Empowered Lives mug from 4vibrations.com or a 4 Vibrations.
What up, everyone? It is another week of Herbal Tea Thursday, and we are ready to vibe and chill and just rock with you. Do you want to get in her deep breathing, her woosahs?
Man, this tea is so good. Y'all, we said this week we was going to share with y'all the benefits of tea. So since Shireen is drinking water and I'm drinking spearmint tea, I just want to give y'all some facts about the spearmint tea. Bye-bye to bloating. All right? Spearmint tea helps with the bloating. It helps reduce the bloating. Also, it helps with hormones. All right? Naturally lowers excess testosterone, making it great for my PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome.
I can tell you.
I see. Stress-free sips. It helps calm your nerves. So it's a great tea to bring to our Herbal Tea Thursday. Nature's breath freshener.
What I love about mint is that it grows so easily and so wild. And my childhood memory of mint is that we would grow it on the side of my grandmother's house and just go pick it and drop it in our tea. And it's just like, just regular everyday tea that we drink that is so comforting. Yeah, I see Ashoot said, will it help you sleep? It might relax you. But you might want to get into some ashwagandha.
Yeah, it's good for winding down after a long day. So I think it helps with like calming down. I don't know if it's exactly like makes you go to sleep, but what will help you sleep is banana peel tea. And we talked about that before. Remember, we talked about that. Bear Walker talked about it on the Empowered Plates and Empowered Lives podcast, but me and Shireen talked about that banana peel tea before too. So like taking those banana peels and boiling it and making a tea, they said helps with sleeping a lot.
Yeah, they say scraping the peel, the banana peel, that back of that banana peel has so many nutrients in it that, yeah, definitely something, if whether it's for your skin to consume. I got our card. You ready for check-in?
I am, girl. My tea about half gone. Yes, I am. It's really good. You know what I did do? You're supposed to not put like any like sweeteners or anything in it. But my nurse practitioner told me that she suggested I take like an allergy pill every day. And you know, like some people use honey, like local honey for their like antihistamines and stuff. So I just put the honey in my tea and now I feel like I just can't put it down. But go ahead, I'm listening. Check us in, Shireen.
Yeah.
And I love that childhood story about the mint.
I've
never had spearmint growing around.
Yeah, I don't even know if it was actually spearmint or just mint because it's funny growing up. I see spearmint when it comes to like gum and things like that, but just like regular mint is what I'm accustomed to just picking, which I love so much. Tell me more about the banana peel tea. Just thought y'all were about to educate me on the benefits. My dear, we're going to check in first, and I'm going to tell you, check out Google. Hold on. What's the best thing that has happened to you this month?
Best thing that has happened to me this month. I had an amazing birthday. My birthday was absolutely amazing, from the food to the vibes to the game.
To the crib walking.
And the day before my birthday, I got with my business coach and we did content. So the last day of 37, I did a grocery store content batch
Mm-hmm.
content day, because that's his thing, like really helping with sales and development through content creation. And so that was something different for me because I'm not somebody who goes to the grocery store. I am an Instacart shopper. I order my groceries. So going into the grocery store, vibing with the people, getting followers, having people want to subscribe to the channel, and then having people ask me questions because they see us making the content. It just
Yeah.
made me understand the power of being outside. So a great birthday weekend, from content to celebrating and just being around loved ones. It was really good this week. It was a great week. What
First
about
of
you?
all, first of all, happy birthday, Jovonnie. Like shout out to you and your birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Shereen.
Um, yeah, I'm glad you had a great birthday weekend. And you know what? People love to see that type of content. So you being outside, just in the grocery store, it's inspiring, especially if people are not certain what to buy. Like I said, one of my friends, she said, "Oh, I see Jovonnie in the grocery store. I can't wait to see what she says." So it's different. Yeah, it's different. But also, I know that's how one the herbalist that we used to have on Black Print, that's how she blew up, was when she was that's how she went viral, was in the grocery store and she was looking at the herbs and she was talking about this herb does this, this herb does this. That's when she went viral. It was because of that grocery store run. So I love that for you, because sometimes people don't know what to buy.
They don't. They
Yeah.
don't. Or
Yeah.
other options. Yeah. Go ahead.
Absolutely
So what you
sending you
got?
to Google. Absolutely sending
I
you to
got
Google.
something for you. I got something for you on the banana peel too. Like I got some more
Absolutely
insight for
sending you
you.
to
But
Google.
go ahead, Shireen. Do your
Yeah.
check-in. And
No,
I got you
and
also.
and it's not even about sending you to Google. It's just so we can keep it pushing. I mean, Jovonnie will drop something for you, but I mean, sometimes I gotta send you to Google so we can keep the conversation rolling. But also, if you find something, let us know what you're finding as well. Um,
I got you.
Let me see, and don't forget to drop everybody else what the best thing was that happened to you this month as well, right? Um, so far, because we're only halfway through the month. Mm,
Halfway through the month. And it's going by so fast. I think it's going by faster than January.
this week went by fast, and February is actually a hard month. I've had 2 losses in February, the beginning of the month and next week. So February is actually one of my hardest months of the year. I usually get like really down during February. I actually usually get down before February, and then I'm like, why do I feel this way? And then I realize it's because it's February. So while everybody else is like Black History, I'm like mourning the people that were close to me that I lost in February. So usually it's a hard month. But from a business aspect, I actually forgot. I don't know if I wouldn't have mentioned this last week because I forgot that I got another grant, got approved to become like, but
Congratulations.
I forgot all about it. So in December, and it's not that I got the grant, it's like I got into, like, you got to do things to get it. They don't just give you the money. You have to like do some business work first. Like you got to do courses and things like that. You got to prove to get into the course. And then when you do the work and you do the required hours with the mentor, then they deem if they're going to give you the grant or if they're going to give you 100% of the grant. So I actually got confused with the 2 grants. This was one of them. I forgot all about it. And I think the reason I forgot all about it is because they asked me to, well, one, because I was tired, but they asked me to break down all my finances.
Mm.
And that can be very overwhelming. So I remembered, I think for the second time on Friday. And when I remembered is when I was up early because I've been trying to get up more early and get into the business real quick. So I was up from like 6 in the morning. And by 9, I had reapplied to the next round for the springtime. By 9:20, they called me and they were like, we have one spot, you're in. If you can come in on Monday.
Congratulations.
Yeah. So I've been studying all week. I've been in classes all week. And which is different because I haven't even worked 9 to 5 in a year. So being in, I think Monday was nine
I
to
think that's
three or
dope.
9 to 2.
Shows a testament of you getting up early. And you talked about getting up earlier and getting to work. and to be able to get up early on the day, do the work, and then be
Do
the
the work.
last spot for a grant for the next round. I think that
And it was like,
definitely was a great thing that happened for you this week.
it was so much more because they called me by 9:20. So they got in 20 minutes after she got to work. She called me, but then I had to like submit all my finances by noon. So I was like working. But yeah, so Monday course, and then I'm finishing off the last course. So it's all mentors and head down in schoolwork all week. But it also made me really look at how much I invested in the studio. And then, when we're like afraid to show up, it's like
Are
you can't.
you going into the topic?
I don't know. The topic is how's your business week. So I guess I'll stop there because I don't know.
You about to go into the gym. So he was like, how you? And I felt like, I think we're about to get there.
I don't know. Wait. Was there something else that we want to say before I finish that sentence? I mean, I can stop and wait.
No, I was just going to say, make sure if you're getting any value to go ahead and subscribe to both of our channels. That's all I was going to say. And then if you want to type the check-in and the chat, because I forgot what you said, I was going to type the check-in so the people can catch it on a replay.
Absolutely. So here's a check-in. Which is interesting also because I don't have any nails on because I took them off because they've been hurting me. So my speed is coming back. My speed.
I haven't been corporate in 9 to 5 in a year.
Oh shoot!
So y'all, please make sure that you follow both Shireen and I's YouTube channel. Make sure you like the live. And hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, a live stream, a podcast episode. And we just want to say thank you for your support. All right. So now we got them wellness wins.
What you got?
Wellness wins. You want to go first? Since I just went first, you want me to go first?
Oh, you can
go. Wellness win. I'm going to say my wellness win has been, I'm going to say, I already talked about the content. So that engagement and difference has been a vibe this week. But I'm going to say today was dress up like your favorite Black historical figure or something like that day at school. And so a student said, Miss Ford, who are you? And I was like, I am a healthy habits and lifestyle coach that is helping young women and young women reduce pain with their menstrual cycles and help them live a better quality of life. And I was like, oh. And I saw some of the girls kind of like clapping and like shaking their head. And then
the legacy, baby, the legacy.
One of my other students was like, I think I've seen one of those before. I think I see them almost every day. And so I dressed up as myself because even though they call it Black History Month, I think we are clearly making history every single day by showing up with a intention and a purpose to help and serve in ways that we're passionate about. And so today it was a good vibe because I had no idea that was the day, the spirit day. And so I was ready for it. And because I was ready, we had a speaker that came in during that same class, and she was a public health professor. And when I was walking her out and thanking her for being there, I told her about what I do and how I help. And she actually invited me into an inaugural community health day.
Let's go
next month. And so being able to have those conversations and ready to talk about who I am and who I serve and being excited to serve them. I felt like that was a great wellness win today in two different ways. So that was my wellness win for today. Shireen, what you got?
I don't even know.
While you're thinking, I like your setup. I like the new setup back there. While you're thinking about wellness win.
This is room 2, and I wasn't even ready. Maybe this is the wellness win. I don't know. This has been work. Um, I can't think. I think my wellness win has just been going to bed early, getting some
Mm.
sleep, and waking up. I've been tired. I've been tired, but I have been going to my bed and just getting my rest, going to my bed. And we have a snow day today, where the city
Was it
shut
pretty?
down. Honey, I see snow all the time. I don't care. Just move it. And when it's moved, then I can come out of my house. I know that it's cold because I stayed in my house until the last possible minute, and then I had to clear my vehicle, and it was a lot of snow. Um, a lots of snow. So I think just getting my rest. I've been getting my rest and waking up early, and as I said, it's been benefiting me. So my goal was to start getting in the gym, even just the gym in my house. And my son brought up one of my machines, but because I've been moving furniture around like a crazy person all week, um, I'm pooped, but it's also a workout. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yes, drop your wellness wins, peeps.
Yes,
Hmm.
drop your wellness win. I think that's it. I think that's where it is. And then we get on into this thing. I'll shoot. I did check it out. And so what I got for you with the banana peel tea, and then we're gonna dive into our topic today. How's your business week going? Because Shireen was about to start giving us those gems. Um, it is rich in magnesium and
Mm,
potassium, so it helps relax muscles
potassium.
and calms the nervous system. So it's making it easier to fall asleep. But a big one is it has this word that helps the body produce melatonin, the sleep hormone that makes it a natural melatonin support. And we actually talked about melatonin today. Have you ever taken melatonin, Shireen?
No.
I took it one time. It was horrible. Like, I think I had like bad dreams or something like that. I was like, I would never take that again.
Yeah.
But my the public health professor was talking about how she gave melatonin to her kids, and they started
Yeah.
like sleeping during like school. So it
Oh
started hitting
wow.
them differently, and then they were thinking like, well, what's going on at home? You know how they start like
There's
questioning what's
stress.
happening.
There's a lot going on in their household.
Right? Are they sharing bedrooms? Like, is
Oh,
what's happening? This is they're
too
sleeping all through
much.
class. What's happening at the house? And she was like,
Yeah.
okay, we're gonna cut back on the melatonin. Now I'm reading to my kids at night to help them go to
Fall
sleep.
asleep.
But it says, unlike some teas, banana peel tea won't keep you up. It actually helps you unwind because it's also caffeine free because it's straight banana peels, and you don't have any caffeine in the banana peel itself. So hopefully that helped you in the event, because we did talk about insomnia. Have you ever had any experience with insomnia, Shireen?
Can't sleep. I'm always up.
Okay.
I'm always up.
And we talked about that too.
I'm
Like,
up at all weird
yeah,
hours. Yeah, I'm always up. Like that's why I'm trying to
gotcha.
sleep because I don't rest well. So, but
Mhm.
I will add one thing to that banana part. Not necessarily the peel itself. The peel is
Mhm.
healthy, and I don't know enough about the peel, but having athlete kids, the one thing you talked about is like the resting part. It does help you recover when you haven't. Whenever my kids had a basketball game and they
Mhm.
played hard, or anybody on the team, their recovery snack after the game, immediately after, was a banana, right? Because it helps your muscles recover. It's the potassium, right? Really helps that recovery. So if you have a hard workout, and I guess that's the rest. It's good for, yeah, recovery, right?
I'm
So
scared. I don't like bananas at
I love
all. So like,
bananas.
I believe
I
it.
do. I love bananas. I grew up, one other thing we grew up with having is like putting, not that we do it now because my son's allergic to peanut butter, but we used to put as a snack peanut, as a kid, peanut butter on the banana, and then like roll it in like Rice Krispies. So like roll out your Rice Krispies, or roll out your Frosted Flakes, or whatever your desired cereal was, and we would take bananas and we would smother peanut butter on it, and then roll it out into the cereal, and then cut it and put on like popsicle sticks. That was that snack lit bussin'. That snack.
Now that sounds like more of a snack that I probably would have tried if one of the team moms gave me that after a game or practice.
Oh,
I might have tried it.
No, cereal's not good for you. So,
well, I'm just saying the cereal with the peanut butter and you rolled it, like it would have been something that I might have tried because you added the cereal and the peanut butter and it wasn't just bananas. Like I'm not just a banana person. And y'all drop a banana in here whenever you watch it if you like bananas, and because we just educated y'all on some bananas and banana peel tea to help you if you're sleeping, but I'm not a banana person at all.
No, they even say, I think that the peel, when you scrape the peel, I've always heard that the peel, the nutrients is actually, it's just like any fruit. They say the nutrients is in the skin. It's in the skin, right? So boiling out that skin, that tea, or even just soaking it, because when you boil it, it hits a certain temperature, you're losing some of the nutrients. But if you soak it, listen, take some of that water and make like your banana bread. And my grandfather used to be a baker, and my favorite thing that he would bake is banana bread.
And Now I have eaten banana, like a banana nut muffin. I can do that, but like just straight bananas by itself, that is not me. And then I'm definitely going for like the top of the banana nut muffin where the nuts are. You know what I'm talking about on the banana nut muffin?
No. So we never had nuts in it because, well, with my kids.
Is that an American thing?
No, they have it, but nowadays, like when I was a kid, everybody ate peanut butter that I knew of. But as a parent, my son had an anaphylactic. He has an anaphylactic allergy to nuts. Yeah. And so when you play sports, you cannot, or anything with kids, you cannot bring nut products around because you don't know whose kid has allergies. So, we kind of lose some of that.
So what would you call that? The banana peanut butter cereal on a stick. What'd y'all call it?
Just a snack.
Okay, I'm with it. Because like people call things differently back. Like
you hungry? Like, come get this snack. We're gonna put some peanut butter on this banana. A snack.
Say less. I'm with it.
Overcomplicate it.
You got a snack. You got a snack. Okay, thank you. Say
you want to eat? We got some food. It's only now that we're older that we have to name something. Before it was like, food is ready, snacks are ready. Get the banana, get the peanut butter. Oh, we got cereal. Ooh, this is gonna be a good snack.
So you just had snacks. Good snacks, snacks. What you eat? Snacks ready. Got it. Okay. Okay.
My mom said, come get snacks ready. Or we would make them. We would make them. So, yeah. I think also the fun is in the making, right?
It is. And you did a lot of different, it wasn't a lot of steps, but it was a few steps in the whole making of
peanut butter on the banana in itself.
Then the cereal, and then you have to roll, and then sometimes people are not good rollers, and so I wasn't quite sure.
No, because you just taking your rolling pin. The best part is,
and now you need a rolling pin. You see what I'm saying?
Because you put your Rice Krispies. My mom did a lot of baking. You put your Rice Krispies on like whatever, the wax paper, and you just roll it out with the rolling pin. There's nothing to it. It's crumbs. You're just making some crumbs.
Okay. Right? I get it.
Yeah. I mean, while you're at it, you can make some Rice Krispie squares. You can make the Rice Krispie with the banana. We're talking too much food. Let's move.
Okay, snacks. There you go. So how's the business week going?
Hungry. I can teach you how, if you want a business, how to make some snacks. Throw some marshmallows in that. You know what would be wicked?
What's wicked?
My marshmallows are not even good for you. But like back in the day when we ate everything. Mm-hmm. Have you ever made Rice Krispie squares?
Yeah, Rice Krispie treats. Yeah, love them.
It was Rice Krispie treats. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, yes. I don't
know. They weren't always squares. Like when I got real hungry with it, I would just have it in the bowl. Like I would take the marshmallows and let them get big.
Finish the process.
And throw in there. Yeah, I don't. I just go ahead and start eating it because I only like marshmallows melted, like warmed up. I don't like marshmallows by itself. Like regular
Yeah, yeah.
marshmallow.
Yeah. No, I was thinking, so like when you're making Rice Krispie, we made Rice Krispie squares. We finished the product. But when we made Rice Krispie squares, you melt the marshmallows with the butter and then you mix it into the Rice Krispies, and then you would make the squares, or you flatten it into your like big casserole dish and then put it in the fridge for a little bit, let it cool, let it set, right? Let it set, and then cut it, and then you got, but instead of putting it, you could have put that marshmallow Rice Krispie on top of that peanut butter banana. And for those that are allergic to peanut butter, Nutella. I got the snacks for you, okay? Or the treats.
Clearly, because you, and I don't know if anybody else heard her. She said the Rice Krispie
squares.
Thank you. So y'all did have names and not just snacks.
Yeah, but that's different. It's Rice Krispie squares.
Of course. I knew you would have some reason to say something was going to be different, or be like, well, Jovonnie, that's semantics, but
semantics. Look, girl.
But she was like, Rice Krispie treats. Well, we finished the product. They turned out to squares because we put them in the
put them in the casserole and then put them in the fridge so that they can set.
Got it. So y'all let us know. Did you always finish your Rice Krispie squares, or did you?
No. That's not the question. That's not the question. The question is. Let me tell you what the question is. The question is: did you finish the product? You started from A to Z. Did you finish the product, or were you eat? See, we didn't eat out the bowl, Jovonnie. We ate out the bowl after it was in the fridge.
It was a personal snack.
Heck,
it was just for me.
We licked the spoon. We licked the bowl. One person got the spoon. One person got the bowl.
That worked for the cake. That worked for the cake. It didn't work for the Rice Krispie treats. There ain't much licking because by the time the marshmallows already dried out, that's some hard work.
The only thing we're doing is probably like making some hot chocolate so we can drop those marshmallows and let them melt in the hot chocolate after that.
But see,
I think my favorite marshmallow is like when you're camping and it's like you putting it in the fire.
Roasted marshmallows. I do.
That's my favorite marshmallows.
Wait,
yeah.
Did you just eat them straight roasted, or did you finish the product by adding them with the graham crackers and the chocolate and creating the actual?
Making s'mores.
Did you make the actual s'more snack, or did you just stop at the roasted marshmallows?
If that was the agenda. Like if the agenda was get the big marshmallows because we're going camping and we're going to put these on the stick. But if someone said, do you want to make s'mores? Because s'mores means you have money.
Okay. You have enough money to finich the product.
No. S'mores mean who's buying graham crackers, okay? No.
People who want s'mores because
have
that's
a budget for graham crackers.
Who's making squares when they're ready to eat the snack right there, and the marshmallows are hot, melted with the good butter, and the cereal's on there, the swirl is there. It's hot and ready like little pieces.
My mom was trying to make that snack last. We were putting those in our lunch. We were eating some. We were making 2 trays.
Because that person
in our lunch
instead of money, they had time. They had time to finish the product because they wanted that product.
No, she had money and she spent her time so she could keep her money.
Okay. We're with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed our snack section of the segment.
It was just a snack. We just let you know we started from banana. We started healthy and went all the way not healthy.
It's about mindful eating, people. Mindful eating. That's what it's all about.
Energy. At least it wasn't just big back. It was energy. There was a lot of energy exerted to make these snacks. It was energy. I'm glad you got that E word up in there. All right, let's talk business.
Let's go. Talk that talk. Go ahead and get ready because you was having those gems dropping already. Go ahead.
All I am right now is hungry. So I want a snack. I got water. How's your business week going, hon?
Yeah, go ahead. Kick us off.
How's yours going?
I've been taking first dibs the whole time. Go ahead.
What you mean?
The
Okay,
business week
fine.
has been going great, guys. So I started off the new series with the groceries. The grocery content that has been really good engagement. I've really been enjoying seeing people respond to the content, saying that they've really been learning things. So that has been amazing. You heard me what I talked about with my students and discussing it with the career speaker. Now I got an invitation to an inaugural community health event, to getting outside. I got someone to do painting with the twist for my endometriosis awareness event for next month. So I got my first person that's willing to collab on that event. And so now I'm really thinking about redefining and truly packaging a great offer to provide value to my ideal target audience or client, because I don't want to focus more on a funnel than I do an offer that's going to really help and provide value and be of impact. So that's really how my business week is going this week, to just keep it simple and general. And if y'all want to vibe in the chat and let me know anything or give any feedback or ways you could support, let us know. Go ahead, Shireen. Now, how's your business week going?
So I think I mentioned I've been in class trying to get my stuff going. And am doing a talk next month. So on Sunday, sorry if that was loud. On Sunday, Sunday, Monday, one of these days. I don't even know what day it is. Like this week is just going fast. So I think today is Thursday. I don't think it was yesterday. I think it was on whatever day it was. One of these days, we had some people up in the studio and we were doing the promo videos for the event. That's coming up next month, March the 15th, and I'll be speaking at that event. So that was real cool. And then my new help and I have been discussing the work that she's going to be doing, which is cool. And I'm happy to like give her some work to do, right? I'm just trying to, first of all, there seems to be a delay with me. Do you see it, right?
No, I don't see it.
I'm moving now. Trying to see because I saw the delay. What else? It's been about really the course because I have to get everything done before next week and meeting with my mentors and all that jazz there. But it made me what I was going to say. Sorry. Oh, I saw you mouthing something. I don't know if you were saying something.
I was saying, and all that jazz, but I was letting
you talk. Jazz.
Yes, and then I do
don't
see the
get
delay.
Me started on no jazz hands. But anyways, okay. Listen, I dance to jazz. We both dance. We did? No. We know.
But I see the delay now.
You see the delay?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. It made me think of the investment that I made. Oh, there you go. I see the delay too. It made me think of the investment that I made, but it also made me think like the time that we are taking to be afraid of showing up, where it's almost like your investment is like done in vain kind of thing. And I know it's a process. You kind of like grow through it, but like the courses, like yesterday's session was deep. Like they made us go through so much from a marketing standpoint. How are you marketing? How are you showing up? How is it going to change? So the courses is for a grant, right? So how are you going to spend the money? And what it cannot be on and what it can be on, but they also have this tool. So you have to literally enter absolutely everything about your business in this tool. So if you don't know the landscape of your business, this is giving it to you. So it made me really break down the segments of who my targets were, right? It really made me, even though I thought, oh, this is my message. Last week I did some recording in this new look and I was all dolled up and I was like, so you want to have a conversation, but you don't want to do a podcast. And I was like, but baby, what is the difference? So I did all this content to put out, right? thinking that this message is going to like my audience, my target audience, but really she made it break down, well, who are the people that you get now? And okay, so that means you're getting this person, you're getting this person, you're getting this person. These are your segments. That one message you created may not hit every segment. So I need to tweak the messaging per segment. And I was like, oh shit, didn't even think about it like that, right? Like, so it made me kind of like
that perspective is like
yeah,
it
yeah,
really
totally.
in that it's almost like when you have these conversations, it's enlightening to you because you never would have thought about that actual approach that you would have taken had somebody else outside of your thought process didn't share that aspect for you. Because I like, just like you, when I was in the grocery store, somebody like, I do better, and I tell you that all the time. I think we talk about it in the group, like, even we said it before, we miss having podcast episodes with other people because the conversation really gets deeper, because it's more challenging to have a conversation with yourself and not a lot of people talking back. But even sharing like the herbal teas with my students, she was like, they want to have a tea party, and they were talking about that for a wellness fair. And I was saying how I had this guide that talked about the different phases of the cycle and had the tea. And my student was like, Ms. Ford, you should talk more about that. Like, you should tell us more about that. And it was just like, it goes back to your comment when you were talking about your investment done in vain, like, the longer you wait. And it's like your impact and your value and your service is pretty much what's being delayed, because you don't know that people are waiting for you and out there ready to hear what you have to say so they can take that next step. And that's, but
I'm gonna take it one step further and funny, this set was not ready to be revealed. I'm going to say two different things. This set was not ready to be revealed. But the client that I had on Sunday was doing like some extra stuff, and it was that they were having a tea party. And so, yeah, they had like a whole tea party. And so we filmed in here, like I was going to do it at her house. And I was like, nah, I got you. Like, I'm going to give you classy. I got you. Cause I had just finished painting. Anyhow, I don't think you really caught much of the tea during the conversation. But I just want to say that. But I want to give it to you a different way, specifically, Jovonnie. When you talk about your target demographic, you mention 3 different diagnoses, right? But your messaging would change for endo versus PCOS versus, what's the next one?
Adenomyosis.
So your those would be your segments, but your segments for each, you would no longer lump sum them. You might speak differently to them, and then you might speak one way to someone who has all, but someone who doesn't have all is going to be like, well, what's she talking about endo? I only have PCOS. You know what I mean? Right. So they're not even cluing in that you have what they need, because you're here and you're broad, right? So it was more just kind of like, she was just dropping the gems, and the lady who was running the course, this one particular course, because I'm in 2 at the exact same time and everything's due at the exact same time. She has had multiple businesses. And so she was giving examples. She's talking about being audited. Like, she's just talking about all the freaking things, and really looking at your numbers. I said to her that I needed to fix like my cash flow. So I implemented the CRM, and the first thing I did was XYZ. And she was like, oh, I can tell I was speaking for 2.5 seconds. And she was like, I could tell that you weren't doing your reconciliation properly. And I was like, nigga, you're right. Wait, she wasn't Black. But actually, I don't know what she is. But anyways, but the whole point is, she could identify right away the gaps, right? And so that's what another entrepreneur can give you when you're not, and sometimes we don't see it, right? And we think we're doing all the things. What I did take away is that I am doing a lot, but I could see where I need to do more. So she made us write a commitment to ourselves for the next 3 months. And my commitment to myself was really to push out, maybe I think it was 3 pieces of content or 2 pieces of content every day. So I'm probably going to start this like next week because we're just planning it out. And I created different types of content. Fine, these are things I knew before. But now I will think about how I speak to the business professional woman versus how I speak to someone who wants to run a course versus how I speak to someone who wants to, who's a nonprofit, right? So
And I like that you're talking that and you broke it down the way that you just broke it down. I saw this live that somebody was talking about, and she was saying communication. Communication is such an integral part of a business, of a relationship, and how you talk and speak, just like what you were saying to all those different entities are different, and how you relate and make those connections. That is key, right? You have to know your audience when you're communicating in order to effectively talk to them. Because I could talk to somebody, you know, before I was saying like, you know, an anti-inflammatory lifestyle, and people are like, what is that? Like, some people know automatically what inflammation is, others don't. So then when you change it to, let's reduce this pain, let's live with less pain. Now,
or even go deeper. Because pain, somebody else, okay, so let's say someone has PCOS.
It could be emotional, it could be physical, right?
But go even deeper, because, okay, so I know of a family member who has PCOS. She might not be experiencing pain. Somebody came, I was talking to someone today. Exactly. I was talking to someone today, and she is talking about like perimenopausal, and what she's experiencing is completely different from what I know other friends have experienced, or other family members have experienced, or even PCOS. So pain is still very broad, right? But if it's like, let's talk about, I was talking to some kind of therapist today as well. And she was, and I had to ask her, oh, are we referring to inflammation? And she was getting into, yes, and this is on a cellular level, or this is the pain that you might feel like indigestion, right? So now we know we're talking about pain here, right? Or I noticed that I have PCOS, and I don't know, I'm making this up, but I noticed I have PCOS, and the pain that I get when I'm having my indigestion because I consumed, for me, I can specifically say rice, because remember, I was not eating as much starch, or I wasn't eating any starch. And every time I ate some rice, Jovonnie, not even a lot of rice, some rice, I could feel the inflammation in my arm, right? So it's like getting more specific for your targets, and your targets are in those 3 groups. But even when you say inflammation, let's talk about inflammation, that some of the experiences of inflammation with one of the diagnosis, and some people experience this versus some people experience this. So you might go deeper in one experience and deeper in another experience, just in PCOS, before we even get to another one. And then all of a sudden you have so much more content for your business, but now you're really hitting your targets. And when Susie Q is paying attention, she's going to say, oh, well, I follow this healthy habits coach, Jovonnie, and she's been talking lately about PCOS. Somebody asked me today, do I have facial hair? And I said, I'm actually not a hairy person. So I don't actually have it. But if you have facial hair and it's because of a diagnosis, they want to hear something about it. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm doing, or I've heard that some people do this, but this didn't work for me, but it worked for somebody else. So now it's, oh, Susie Q said, well, you know what? I was watching this healthy habits coach, Jovonnie, and she was talking about facial hair, and this particular thing worked for me, but my cousin has PCOS or endo, and she doesn't have the same experience, you know? So it's really, I guess it made sense with the niching part, but it's also niching down and going deeper into that content so that you are speaking to your targets. So I found that to be, as you said, very enlightening.
I like it. And I think, and it was something that you said when you first started talking about it, and you said how that person was helping you like in 2.5 seconds, like my intern and even you sometimes on the live, or when we used to have like our KISS, meetings, how easy it was for us to just respond and help us like knock out overthinking or thinking that something was very challenging. We're able to simplify that. And I was just going to say that when you have people on the outside looking in that are really supporting you and want to see you be successful, it's so easy for them to help you simplify the delivery and the process by just keeping it relative, because they're waiting to hear it and see it because they know what would make sense to them. And so it helps. It helps with that level of communication. It helps with that level of creating an offer or product, because you can bounce those ideas off of someone else to see if they even find that valuable, because what we might think is beneficial, because you just talked about it, like so many people's health is so unique to them, and everybody is created differently, that it doesn't work for everybody, which is always my thing of why I always like to do personalized coaching, a one-on-one, because your issues are different from somebody else's, versus saying, all right, we off in a group thing, you know what I mean? Because the whole group doesn't need every single thing. And like you said, some people got all the conditions like I did, and others just have that one. And so they might not need to take all the different steps that I might be taking versus somebody else who has another level, because that's just kind of what it boils down to. So I like that you brought that insight in regards to the communication, and that how someone helped shift your thought process in such a short amount of time to help you think about doing the things that you're doing for your business in a more effective way that's going to allow your target audience to hear you.
But I also believe in taking some things with a grain of salt.
Of course, it's still yours, right?
No, not in that sense, because we're not going to hit every, like, we're not going to put out 50,000 messages, right? So even though we want to be specific, to get maybe the segments, we want to kind of be mindful on how many segments are we targeting. We're not targeting 50 segments, so we're not going to have 50 messages, right? So we don't want to overwhelm ourselves. Now we're trying to be so specific, right? We want to understand, as Ashu was saying, understand our audience, but knowing your audience, understanding your audience, getting to know your audience even better as you go along, asking your audience questions, but kind of start a little broad and then decide the further you go along, do I really just want to niche down here? Like right now, you've had all three symptoms, and I'm using you as an example. I could use myself as an example. Actually, I'll give us both a scenario for both of us. So you've had all three symptoms, and so you might say, I am going to, but you're giving out messages for the three now separately. You're not lumping them together anymore. And then you realize that the audience that's following you is primarily or predominantly PCOS. You might say, you know what? And it doesn't have to be that one. It could be anyone. But you might say, you know what? I think I'm going to start to niche down here because I noticed that my audience asks more questions about this. This is going to become my target. And then you can branch out into PCOS and give them more, right? Where for me, my clients, a lot of my clients are women. And somebody recently said to me, oh, Shireen, I noticed that you tend to only interview women. I was like, nah, that's not true. And they were like, I noticed that you tend to work with, and I was like, nah, that's not true. And then I was like, wait, is that true? And it's not like I was intentionally doing it, but maybe that's what's being seen. I've heard like a previous coach say that a lot of women come to her,
is that
right?
What's being seen, or is that actually true though?
No, that's what's being seen. That's not intentional. It just so happens that, or I've interviewed couples together, right? But it just so happens that I wanted to have a conversation about charities, and the person running the charities is a woman. I want to have a conversation about this, and the person doing that is a woman. So what are we going to do? We're going to interview some of these women. And now I actually do want to have more conversations about women things because I am a woman. these things pertain to me and I can relate to them. But so it is what it is. It is what it
It
is.
is. And I heard though, Shireen, in regards to that comment, and then I'm gonna take it back to what you're
Mm.
saying to actually agree with you on that. But I heard more than likely people that look like you are going to be the people that you typically serve. That typically are the type of person that's probably going to collaborate with you on certain things. It's because people are able to kind of
Resonate.
relate, vibe with people that are similar to them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Not to say that the opposite gender or somebody of a different race or ethnicity, it wouldn't be a good, powerful collaboration, but naturally, you're going to kind of attract the people that are similar, like you. It's pretty much what I heard. So, like, even when you're speaking to people, you might just be saying women. More than likely, the Black women are going to be the ones, if you're Black, that are, going to be like, okay, let's see what you're talking, because you can relate. But I just want to take it back in regards to like the messaging. I've always heard that once you identify a message that works and it hits, that you just keep pushing that same message the way that you've already did, because it's going to keep, and you might just change it just a little bit, but you just keep running that same message play, and you'll start to really attract and build that audience because you finally found something that worked, versus like you said, doing 50,000 different types of messaging, thinking that you're pushing out all this content. No one's ever going to be able to gravitate, and then you're going to have all this analytics, and you're going to be looking like, okay, now what now?
What do I go for?
You had all this variety. And even if, let's say the scenario was, most of the people have PCOS symptoms, or it's my PCOS posse that's vibing with me, I could definitely lean in more to that PCOS posse, provide value for them, serve them, get that going. But it doesn't mean that I can't still help my endo. It just means as I'm building that audience and my audience looks like them, that's who I'm serving. Once I figure out how that looks, then I can start branching out and having more of the endo, the adenomyosis.
Exactly.
And so it never have to feel like boxed in with it. It's just finding that effective messaging. And I think that was an important piece to bring in regards to how our business week is going, because my week is going the way that I'm building an audience, and I'm still building an audience. And like you're noticing, people are noticing what your audience is kind of looking like, or your clientele is kind of looking like in regards
to my clientele is absolutely looking like businesswomen. And I love it for me. I love it, love it, love it, because it's not necessarily, and it can be women that are just starting out, but I love that a lot of it has been women that are established and they're already out here doing whatever they're doing, because then it's also, well, it's a mirror, right? It's a mirror of us. So I want to mirror my audience. Like, I understand them, right? Plus, that's what I want to surround myself with. So, and I was laughing because in my head, sometimes when people say things, I get visuals. And so I was trying not to say it, so I didn't say it. But when you're like, sometimes you find something, a message, and then you just keep going with it. I was like, yes, you just ride that message. Anyhow.
Great. Great vibes, y'all. If you're catching the replay, make sure you let us know how your business is going, whether it's your personal business in regards to what it is, in regards to taking care of yourself, not just like airing out your personal business, but like your wellness business. How are you doing taking care of yourself? And then if you're an entrepreneur or you're supporting some form of organization, like we've had other people in our community show up and talk about, let us know, how is that going for you? Let us know in the comments so we can check it out to know how your business is going. You ready to check us out, Shireen?
Give me a second.
Okay. And while you are doing that, y'all, make sure you tune into the Empowered Place, Empowered Lives podcast. And also, y'all, it's a 5-day meal plan in the show notes just for you. We was talking meals today, so I'm just going to say meals and not snacks. But anything can be a snack if you want it to be. on that meal plan, or it can be a absolute meal for you. But get it and vibe, y'all, and vibe.
And I'm hungry now. Shoot.
My mouth is kind of my cheeks are a little bit watering. Now that I think about it, and I don't think I have any options. Maybe that's why I was slurping down that tea too. And y'all, make sure y'all come. Shireen has a Perspective Studio mug as well. Y'all get y'all some mugs so y'all can be turning up with us. Like, it is Black Excellence Month. We would love for you to support us and with our businesses. So not only do we ask y'all to subscribe to our channels and let YouTube know that we are providing some vibes and value, but head on over to 4vibrations.com and grab you a mug so you can tune in with us. That's why we're sipping on it. And then, Shireen, where can they get
Perspective Studio Productions.com?
Do you have your hats out there too, Shireen?
I think so. Yeah.
There's
sweaters, there's hats.
Y'all get some merch. Merch
Support
a Black business, baby. Support a Black business, y'all.
Even grab something.
That's the challenge. This week, not even this week, this month, we would love for y'all to grab something from Perspective Studio Productions or 4vibrations.com. We would absolutely love that. We're going to tell y'all that for the remaining time of this month, we would love for y'all to support our Black businesses.
And next month for Women's Month.
We'll run it back to, we'll have something else for you. Get your mug or your hat this week. We'll have something else for you next month, not this week. This month, we'll have something else for you next month. For Women's Month. What you got, Shireen?
I got GROW, grow. Never discount your growth, no matter how small. Never discount your growth, no matter how small. And then, you know what? It's funny because something kind of popped out and I grabbed it, and it was kind. So speak kindly to yourself.
I like it.
Yep.
I like it. Thank you. Too. I received that.
My lighting looks like it went darker. Did I get
for me or you?
For me, did it go darker? I can't tell. I didn't bring my other light here, but
maybe it was saying it's time to go dark in the studio. All right, guys.
And you did say turn off that TV, baby. How many people turned off the television after Kendrick said turned off? That's what I want to know. I actually didn't even watch the game. I just watched the halftime show afterwards on TikTok. Because you know how I be.
I do know how you be. We'll bring that conversation in
another time.
Next week, because he did have a message for us in this lovely month. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in for another episode of Herbal Tea Thursday, your wellness live series brought to you by your healthy habits and lifestyle coach, Jovonnie and
Shireen from Perspective Studio Productions. This is my beautiful set, folks. Set number 2, room number 2. I should scale back so you could see it, but you can't. I was gonna change the light. It's not working though. All right, folks, be kind to yourself. Speak kindly to yourself, and never underestimate. What was it? Never discount your growth. Oh, you know what? She actually said that she hates the word discount. So I'm gonna say,
who is she?
The girl that was teaching my course. She's like, I want people to realize the value. So, like, you know, I do not like the word. And I was like, you know what? No discounts for none of you. No.
Every time I hear discount, I think of Flo from Progressive. Discount. But I take it you don't see it because I can see it in your eyes. You don't even know that commercial. Maybe I don't have Progressive in Canada. But it's all right.
No, I don't watch television.
And you do know the commercial I'm talking about with Flo, just type Flo in the comments whenever you catch
I'm gonna go watch it on YouTube right now.
Oh my God. Thanks for vibing with us, y'all.
All right, everyone. Take care.